What is your definition of love?
What's your name? Say Carly?
To call things for it. I don't care what I do. If I don't, he say in this word, acknowledge me in all thy ways. That means whether you partying, whether you living right, and the living right, they really not, because their heart is not right. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if you can just acknowledge me, then he honors that. You know, so I acknowledge God. Am I bad? Am I good? If I sin, every day I wake up, who's to say I'm not going to sin? Tell me one man is perfect, even I.
That's true.
Even he wasn't perfect either.
That's true.
Have there ever been times in your life where you felt like, man, I know I'm good enough. I know I can do this. But it was hard to convince that to other people? Well, maybe you should take a look at yourself. 'Cause other people's opinions don't matter. What matters is what God thinks of you. I know I'm good enough, but they just can't see.
This here. God knows every thought. Before we even do it, he already ordained it to happen. Mm-hmm. But that does not mean that he's not listening to our prayers. Oh, yeah. And he has plans for our life. Next year, we might know he's that type of God. Mm-hmm. But before my dad died, and I told Daddy, he asked me to go to a rehab, let him send me to a rehab. I told him I didn't want to go. He said, why? He said, because you're not going to stay the full term till you get better. I said, no, that's not it, Daddy. I said, the reason why I don't want to go is because I'm out there on the street with men in and out of jail and in and out the rehab. Mm-hmm. And time they get out, they are looking for a hit. Mm-hmm. So rehabs are not doing any good, because they got fake people in there. How can you help me overcome something if you have never been in the shoes that I got on my feet? Or I don't walk. The life that I've lived. What can you do to help Doris? I don't need you to go by the paperwork and what you learned in school. I can understand. You understand what I'm saying? I need you to be real with me. I need to be, that's why the Bible say be equally yoked. That's the same way. If you see your brother or your sister falling and you know you can help them because you have been there where they're at, then step up to the plate. Don't talk about them. Or don't go and whisper behind their back and I said this here, I said this here. You go to them and you help them.
Yeah, that's true.
If you can help them. Since you say you got your life on track, but behind these doors though, baby, you see some stuff.
No doubt.
If you can be a piece of paint on the wall.
Yeah.
The next morning, I got to know my Aunt Doris a little more. I sat with her and her friend as they reminisced about how when they were kids, after all they had was pigskin to play with. Then, I got to thinking, is it the lack of entertainment or the state of boredom that causes us to get into trouble? Or does trouble just somehow find its way?
Nah, kids ain't like it was when we was coming up. We didn't have like all these expensive shoes and clothes and all that. And we didn't be out of school like kids out here in the street. Now most kids raising themselves now.
Yeah.
Parent, you know, some of them helping their kids, some of them they let the kids do what they want to do none of these days. You know, like on Saturday or Sunday, it's the only time you really see us out here playing.
As the girl, she taught me how to sew, and I've always liked to hang up on the older people. older people put wisdom in you. And so she told me, she said she could never say Doris, so she called me Doy. She taught me how to sew. She taught me how to take old clothes and cut them in different shapes, sew them together. But it wasn't that. They'd take 2 sticks and lay it over that cover and sew it to stitch it together, and then turn it over, lay out material, and cut out a skirt, cut out summer clothes, tops, little shirts like these right here, little sundress, anything, do curtains. Hidden treasures be in people. You just have to get around the right person. And you'll never know the stuff that's in people. You be people.
Right.
That's why you never judge a book by its cover.
That's why they always say, you know, it's good to go talk to somebody that know the work that already to have. People you really think is your friends and stuff like that, don't what one you hanging with and all that. They just look.
Now, why is that coming back to you today from somebody else? Say burn them ticks off of you, right?
There you go.
And what he just said.
Same thing. Same ones you hanging with. Oh, baby, they cutting your throat left and right. And that's why you see every now and then you see most people hanging by themselves now. Because like I told you, I ain't been there and did that, baby. I don't have all that. The only thing I have a problem with now is trying to hold on to money. That's my only problem. I got all my kids grown, raised. Some of them got a house, some of them.
She used to make her own lye soap.
And we had 2 things.
And they would be so strong. It would be so strong up in their house. And she used to make lye soap, believe it or not, out of pig fat.
Yep. Sure did.
Make soap.
As you can see, we didn't always stay on topic. Though my aunt and her friend had a way of talking. They talked in parables. You could easily put 2 and 2 together and get 1. And even though some of the things sounded crazy, I knew somewhere down the line it would make sense.
And back then, the washer and dryer they got now, we didn't have that back then. We had to use a number 3 tool at first before they came out with the regular washer. Like he say, with the soap and a rubber. And we had.
Believe it or not, the white clothes were much, much more whiter and brighter, you know. And sometimes you can take a little bit of what you didn't encounter and live, but somebody else have, and you can make millions off of it.
Yeah. No, she telling you the truth because they tell me about like
they got rich. We are rich people, and then they.
Right.
Why you think they don't never want you to come up here? They want to keep you here. But explore your mind. Now I just gave you a thought. Who in the world would have thought of how to make soap out of pig fat?
Right.
Slaves had to do what they had to do.
If it was one thing I could say I got from my aunt and her friends that weekend, it was awareness. I have found a new sense of myself just by listening to their words. I realized I had the power to plant my seed, to nurture it, protect it, grow it, and watch it bloom.